Welcome to the Dalton Public Library. My name is Nicole Howell, and I will be reading about the great writer, poet, and activist Nikki Giovanni. Yolandi Cornelia Nikki Giovanni Jr. was born July 7, 1943 in Knoxville, Tennessee. When Nikki was a child, she suffered from frequent allergies and colds, so she spent a lot of time at home, which didn't bother her at all because she got to read a lot. You see, her mother had an extensive library of books. She read everything she could get her hands on. Some of her earliest readings were the works of Richard Wright, Langston Hughes, Paul Laurence Dunbar, and John Hershey. As a child, she gained a great appreciation for African American culture and heritage from her grandmother. She stated in an interview, "I come from a long line of storytellers." It was that fact that influenced her to become a poet, to tell stories of the beauty of life and the ugliness. In 1968, Giovanni's first published works, Black Feelings, Black Talk, were her response to the assassinations of great men like Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, and Robert Kennedy. She also wrote poems about love, motherhood, and equality. In the early 70s, Giovanni began writing poems for children. A few of her published volumes for young readers are Spin a Soft Black Song, Ego Tripping, and other poems for young readers. Today, Nikki Giovanni is a university distinguished professor at Virginia Tech. Of her work, she says, "Writing is what I do to justify the air I breathe." Ego Tripping. I was born in the Congo. I walked to the Fertile Crescent and built the Sphinx. I designed a pyramid so tough that a star that only glows every 100 years falls into the center, giving divine, perfect light. I am bad. I sat on the throne drinking nectar with Allah. I got hot and sent an ice age to Europe to cool my thirst. My oldest daughter is Nefertiti. The tears from my birth pains created the Nile. I am a beautiful woman. I gazed on the forest and burned out the Sahara Desert. With a packet of goat's meat and a change of clothes, I crossed it in 2 hours. I'm a gazelle, so swift you can't catch me. For a birthday present when he was 3, I gave my son Hannibal an elephant. He gave me Rome for Mother's Day. My strength flows ever on. My son Noah built a new ark, and I stood proudly at the helm. As we sailed on a soft summer day, I turned myself into myself and was Jesus. Men intone my loving name. All praises, all praises. I am the one who would save. I sowed diamonds in my backyard. My bowels delivered uranium. The filings from my fingernails are semi-precious jewels. On a trip north, I caught a cold and blew my nose, giving oil to the Arab world. I'm so hip, even my errors are correct. I sailed west to reach east and had to round off the earth as I went. The hair from my head thinned and gold was laid across 3 continents. I'm so perfect, so divine, so ethereal, so surreal, I cannot be comprehended except by my permission. I mean, I can fly like a bird in the sky. Nikki Giovanni. Thank you.